Wow, that was an interesting sound that came out of my mouth. And then there's us with no benefit. Dulu ሲገጥመኝ, you guys. I will betray you. Good morning. I don't understand. እዚህ ጋር እቃ ያነሳሳው ይመስለኝና ማለት ነው። ከዛ ግን when I look back, it's everything here. Anyways, I wore a dress for you guys today because I didn't want you to think ልብስ የሌለኝ. So I wore a dress, even though you can't really see it. ቆሽሾ ላጥቢ ያስቀመጥኩትን ያደረኩላችሁ አልረሳችሁም. But at least I'm not like in my tuta and tank top, which I know you guys don't care. You're here for the vibes. So today ምንድነው የምንሰራው መሰላችሁ ተመልካቾቻችን? መጀመሪያ ማለት ነው ጾም ሊገባ ነው። 10 ምናምን ቀን ነው የሚቀረው። ትጾማላችሁ? ጥያቄ ምልክት። ማትጾሙ ከሆነ በጣም ነው ማዝነው። Yeah. The dogs are barking. Anyways, ዝንጅብል ሻይ ጥጄ, it's making so much noise. It's so annoying. Okay, that's so much better. So I'm making tasty soya. I have to make a lot of things. ትላንትና, here's the background. Okay? ትላንትና I ድንች ቀቀልኩኝ because I thought I would be hungry because I didn't have a proper dinner. ድንችና ካሮት. And then I wasn't hungry. So I didn't eat it. And then ሰላጣ ነበረኝ. Okay, and then ቲማቲም አለኝ. But it's not like I can eat these things and not eat በእንጀራ, like what type situation. So I'm going to make tasty soya በቀዩ and then just have a salad and ድንች በካሮት አይነት. I don't know what but it's a side. So that's what we're having. We're cooking quite a lot today. Cooking, just smashing things and mixing things. So that's what we're doing. I hope you guys are excited. Yeah, that's it. Let me know what you had for lunch in the comments below. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, ዛሬ ብታዩ ፊልም ላርግ አላርግ ያልኩ. Why am I don't. Anyways, let's move on. I wasn't sure. I was like, it's not even that deep. I wanted to film misrot sisara for you guys. Like you care about my recipe, I don't know. But I've been lazy. It's that time of the month. You know how it goes. I feel pretty okay. I feel good. There's this guy, TikTok. I think he watches my YouTube too. Nice guy. I like him. But before he was like, YouTube actually it's become very like female intent. It feels like it's just for women and not like I feel like I can't watch it. It was when Kaadiga we were making it was just Kaadiga Chasara Nabariono someone. That was the one. That was the time. And we were talking about our periods a lot and stuff like that, I think. And he was like, and when there's two of you, one of you is bound to either be on your period or, what is that kabi? So you're going through it at all times. And I wish I was a man so I could say, okay, I'm being bothered by this period, menstruation, PMS, luteal, ew. I wish I had the luxury to just be like, I don't want to engage in all this. Get over it. I want to get over it. I thought I was gonna beat it this time. I thought I was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna be chill. I thought I was gonna be like, not upset. I don't think I'm upset, but sometimes it comes out in the things that I say and stuff like that when I'm talking to people. So I'm trying to not do that. The hell? Okay. ምነው ስንቶቻችሁ ናችሁ ቴስት ሶያ የምትወዱት? Cuz እኔ የሆነ ክሊኒክ ሰራ የነበረበት ጋር this girl I think my allergies are acting up. Cuz I sneezed literally ትናንትና ማለት 7 ነው ምናምን ነው በተከታታይ ያስነጠስኩት. And I was like, "Oh my god, sir, I don't have time for this." But I did have time for it because what was I gonna do? Not sneeze? Yeah, I wish. So yeah. Anyways, how are you guys? What's up? TikTok has news, but I don't think it's anything that I want to talk about because it's gonna get somebody upset, and I just don't care enough, to deal with that. Last time TikTok I made this video. So when I in my work, I have I teach kids English, huh? So some of these kids are the absolute worst. Like, it is what it is. It has to be said. Of course, you treat them the way that some of them are more grown, so you talk to them like, you just talk about things. They tell you about their lives. They tell you about Allah. They can have like mature conversations. Some of them, damo, they, they're just irritating. And no, there's nothing you can do, They're not my kids. I can't discipline them. So, አንዳንዴ what I do is, የሚያስቸግሩኝ ልጆች ሲሆኑ I'm like, I'm going to have to talk to your mom about this. And when, some of them are scared of their moms. Like, they don't want them scared ላይሆን ይችላሉ እኮ እንደበደባለን ብለው ላይፈሩ ይችላሉ ግን they don't want their parents to know and maybe disappointed or nag them ከዛ በኋላ like be like, oh, you know what I mean? በቃ ወላጆቻቸው ጋር ያ ነገር እንዳይደርስ ስለሚፈልጉ that works for like a little bit, and they're not nightmares, Allah. So that was what I was talking about, and I think most people got it, as they do. You guys, the normal people are normal. A lot of people liked the video, and they were like, yeah, for sure. And some commented and were like, kids are so annoying. You're right. And some kids are annoying. This is like the not all men conversation. When someone says kids are annoying, I assure you they don't mean all the children of the world, But a child who's annoying, and like, imagine not having a choice but to deal with that child and not go. Cause some guy who got 0 views stitched my video, and he was like, አልዋሻችሁም ያለው ነገር ማለት ነው ምንም ሴንስ አይሰጥም and በጣም ሴንስ ካለመስጠቱ የተነሳ I would like to read it to you. እኔም ያየሁት ያው ሜንሽን ስለምደረግ ነው because he used my video, right? So he said a whole lot of nonsense, to be honest with you. But let's see what he said. What was that? Did he delete it? I'll be so bummed out if he did, because he wrote something that made he was like, oh men, this is why ምናምን, but it's like ምንድን ቋንቋ ነው ሰው የተጠቀመው የሚያስብል አይነት ነው ያለው. No, I was confused. I'm sure, no one else saw it, so no one else was confused. I'm sure it made sense in his mind, in his teeny tiny little brain. He was like, this makes sense. Oh man, come on. Someone added my post to their story. Hello, can I see, please? Gentle parenting is definitely not for me. Okay, so some people were... See what I mean? A lot of people agree, but... Anyways, comment. If I find it, I'll tell you. It was bullshit. I find people so bullshit. But yeah, my point was, some of these kids, manage because like, if they're not scared ማለት ነው ወይኔ ይገሉኛል ብሎ እኮ መፍራት አይደለም አላ like ቁጭ ብላችሁ እንደዚህ ነው ግን እኔ ይሄን ያህል እየለፋው ምናምን ድሮ ስንባል እኮ የግድ መመታት አያስፈልጋችሁም oh my god ጀመራች ደሞማ አይነት ነገር አላ just because you don't want to deal with that you act right. Wow, that was an interesting sound that came out of my mouth. I just wanted to move you so I could mama sell. And now ላችኋለሁኝ people exhaust me. So anyways, did you see that whole new debacle? It truly is a debacle. Debacle. And a little bit. Go chalo. Why is it just because like my body is tea? That whole... Yeah, that lady who was doing a social experiment and calling churches. for to give her baby formula. And they were all like, oh no, sorry, we cannot. What are you asking for? We can't. I apologize for whatever sound is coming out of my mouth, y'all. And she was like, I have a baby, because she put on the crying baby sound in the background. And she was like, I have a baby, I need baby formula. Because, you know, the Americans, SNAP benefit or whatever, ተቋርጦ ስለነበረ. And then there's us with no benefit. But anyways, yeah, because of that, yeah. And now, a lot of churches said no. And coincidentally, because, I don't know, anyways, and masjid, they said, immediately, and masjid gani የደወለችው, like a mosque ማለት ነው. What the hell? Obviously, anyways. So, they were like, yeah, of course. No, just tell us your address, and no, we'll drop it off አሏት. Because guess what? That's amazing. I mean, the whole point of religious organizations is so that they can support their community. But anyways, because the churches doubled down, and they said, yeah. They didn't say anything like Malandino. They didn't really accept or manaman, of course, which is to be expected. I don't know many church ndona before anybody gets up in arms. I don't know Orthodox church kona. I don't know Evente church kona. I don't know Catholic church kona. You know, they're American, so they're like church and everything. No, more, you know, it would matter in church ndona. But she didn't care. She just said church. Anyways, and I was like, okay, girlfriend. Damn. And then he stitched the video. One pastor or one priest, or I don't know, you guys. Again, don't come from me. I'm just telling you he stitched the video, and he was like, she's the devil. Yeah. He was like, that's the devil's work. She's the devil. እና ግን ያው እሺ ያሏትም ቸርቾች ነበሩ። ግን ቁጥሩ ነው ልዩነቱ። ቁጥሩ የደወለችው ላይ 20 ምናምን ጋር ይመስለኛል። እሺ ያሏት 4 ናቸው አይነት ነገር። ከዛ you know how people are እንደዚህ አይነት ነገር ሲያገኙ they just run with it. And a bunch of people were like doing እነሱ የራሳቸውን experiments. One guy was like, he went to the drug dealers in his neighborhood and he asked them, he was like, there's a single mom who's struggling in my building, and like, can you help her out? They were like, sure thing. Immediately they gave him money, like, for baby formula megja, and he bought her like he said 5 cans of baby formula. So when something like this happens, instead of reacting the way that they did, all the churches, they could have just said, like, we're struggling right now because like and our own community is really struggling, so we get a lot of prank calls or whatever, and ያልመጣን ሰው በአካል የመጣን ሰው ብቻ ነው support የምናደርገው. You know what I mean? At least justifiably ይሆናል እንደዛ አይነት ነገር ቢሆን. But they were like, how about you fuck right off, bitch? So yeah, it's quite sad. The world is a sad place. It's a sad place. Everything is a business. Now that's what happened this week on TikTok. I'm probably posting this next week. I'm a little bit backed up, which is exciting because I have more content than I'm posting. Isn't that amazing? Because in apparently Tanzania, oh my god, they have a dictator. Bilachu dictator and daimeslachu. But anyways, I just watched one video, Zari thought. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But as Africans, it's more crazy if we're not being, you know what I mean? I don't want to get into it. See what I mean? Why should I get into it for no reason? የሆኑ ልጆች they made fun of her በዘፈን ያለችውን ነገር ወስዶ they made it a song, and then she got so pissed she sentenced them all to death. አንደኛ a female dictator, like women in men's field. ሁለተኛ she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it better than anyone's ever done it before. I'm ታስረዋል ምናምን የሚለው ወሬ እኮ አይደለም. You guys imagine, it's not like okay they're in prison, oh no ምናምን አይደለም. She's literally ታውታርዶባቸው የሞት ፍርድ እየተጠባበቁ ነው ያሉት. Can you imagine? 2 people were running against her. I will link the video for you. Yeah, yo, but it's this guy. He seems very interesting. 2 people were running against her. Like 2 parties, ማለት ነው. They were running against her in the election, and then one of them የሆነ ነገር ተፈጥሮ he I don't know, I think they arrested him በሆነ ምክንያት, and then she was running against the other one, and then the other one was disqualified for some reason. The other party, I don't know, they were disqualified, and then it was just her running by herself. And she won በ97%. Yeah, and it was 38 million votes apparently that were collected and counted in like a few hours, because you know, as Africans, we are fast. Yeah. And I was like, get a girl. I didn't say that, but what else can I say? It's a beautiful world. Just have power. If you don't have power, find someone who has power, attach yourself to them, and live a good life. You guys, I will betray you. I don't want you to think that I won't. You know, I'm not going to be like, no, I'm not going to sell myself. I believe in my people. I love my people. No, I'll be like, who are they? Yeah, man, people. You know what? ሳስበው ቴስቲ ሶያውን መግዛት ደበረኝ። ይሄ ነገር ምን እንደሚመስላችሁ maybe I'll just eat ስልስ በእንትን። Okay, ይሄ እየበሰለ እንዳለ we are going to make one of my ሽንኩርት መክተፍ አለብኝ ለካ. Damn! I wouldn't say my favorites, but it's one of my, you know, kind of like my favorite potato dishes. It's like mashed potatoes, but yes, because today is Friday. When I'm filming this, it's Friday. Friday. What was that? What's happening? Please happen. Also, there's a new movement to support women. ማለት have you seen it? ሰዎች ባለፈው ላይቭ ላይ ለምንድን ነው ፐርፕል እየተደረገ ያለው ፕሮፋይላችሁ ምናምን አሉኝ. To be like honestly ማለት ነው, I'm trying not to be a part of anything like this. But then ባለፈው I was sitting and thinking about it, and just because one dumbass called me a lesbian doesn't mean I can just use that as an excuse to never say anything again. Allah. If you don't know what that is about, congratulations. So South Africa, there was this little girl, I think, who was raped, and I'm trying not to stay up to date, to be honest. I'm trying to be honest a lot, someone. I hate that. It's my new phrase. I just find it annoying because we're like, okay, let's change our profile pictures to purple, and then that's it. We think that's the end of the movement. Because at least it's not just Ethiopia, it's like Africa-wide አይነት ነገር. But then Africa is Africa, you know? Ethiopia የተሻለ ነገር የለውም. So I don't think we're gonna do much, to be honest. I'm being honest again a lot, like I said. But I don't know. You can't just not say anything. Yeah, so it's just to show solidarity with women who've experienced gender-based violence. Ow! I am against gender-based violence. Yes, when you have to clarify that you're against hurting women, you're like, Wait. I just want to make sure that you guys know I am against that. What a wonderful world. Anywhoosies, that's what it is. So, if you guys are interested, I'm sure Google Bitaragus, there will be a lot. I'm trying to watch The Office, but the way that I'm feeling right now, I don't know. I cannot. I tried to watch an episode ባለፈው where Michael Scott, the worst person ever, but also sweet. But also, you know what it is? Sometimes his intention doesn't matter. አንዳንዴ ካሰባችሁት intention doesn't matter. It's how the people are feeling that matters. Allah. And now he እንትን አለ ቆይ ከተፍ ላድርግና ቀውጢ እናድርገው there we go oh yeah, so when he broke up with Caroline because he was being an absolute weirdo, Jesus, and then he went on vacation with what's her name? I'm telling someone. Jan. And then he was sharing the picture with one of his weird friends, and then he accidentally sent it to like the delivery people. No, the Nazi package የሚያደርጉት department. I can't see it over my package deliver የሚያደርጉት ሰዎች ጋር by accident ልኮት. Honestly, I was like, oh my god, I can't stand this man. But I stopped the episode as well because I can't right now. Maybe I'll get back. I mean, I'll get back into it. I like it. I like Pam and Jim. That's it. I like Pam and Jim. Cause that man, I want to punch him right in his nose. Mine julajul ndona medaniele mi wako gita hoy. And I don't understand why Jan keeps... You know what it is? A part of me finds it annoying because it kind of shows us that as long as his intentions are pure, nagar, or like as long as he's actually a good man, because she was very annoyed with him. And then when he said that she's my girlfriend, I do have an opinion on everything. It's crazy. ስብሰባ የነበራችሁ ታስታውሳላችሁ? ብቻ ያ ስብሰባ የነበረ ጊዜ he said she's my girlfriend ብሎ አወራ. ከዛ there was a new CFO and he was like, you know, that's not acceptable in a work environment. She could get fired. He was like, I was just like talking shit with the guys. But he covered for her. Even though, you guys, they literally just made out. There's nothing to cover for. Oh, the biggest mistake of Jan's life is giving that man attention. Or leaving her husband. He couldn't have been worse than Michael Scott. Yeah, when he broke up with Caroline, he was like, I have tickets to Jamaica. Do you want to go with me? And Jan, being a typical dumbass woman, was like, okay. And she went with him. And then Michael Scott, being the worst person ever, came and he showed a picture of her topless, laying on the manamen with him in it. And he wanted to send it to his friend, but then he sent it to someone else, being, again, a typical idiot. And then, yeah, because he was running to like, I was like, I can't. And now, all these movies, they just show us every movie, like Kings and Queens, Kings of Queens or whatever, The Simpsons, Family Guy. Just think of any show with them, a family type dynamic, Salah, is always trying to show us that it's okay if he has a job and he has a good heart. Of course, he fucks up all the time. Like Phil Lemsali and his obsession with black women. What is that? I get that it's a joke. Imagine being married to... There's a difference between, you know, liking everybody and then being married to a white woman. I'm not saying that he doesn't love her. Again, all these things that they do are not cute. They're annoying. They're inconvenient. You want inconvenient? I don't know if that's the right word. But like it's not funny. You know, I don't want my people to know that any between my husband that he likes black women. No, I am black. That he likes white women or Asians or manaman Allah. So like, you know what I mean? A she. Or that he's married me and he likes dark skinned women and he just kind of accidentally married me because I don't know. But then he still gets like when he sees a pretty dark skinned girl. Allah? Like, why? At least hide it. You know? I just can't. ምንድነው ሌላም አሉ. There are other shows. አሁን ስላልመጡልኝ ነው. But whatever, fine. I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, no, Michael Scott is so sweet. Actually, he's the best. No, he is a gentle soul. He is a good guy. Good. He is not aware. He's not aware of what's going on around him. He's just there doing whatever. Oh. እና ብቻ አልዋሻችሁም ከዚህ በላይ I don't even want to get into anything else. Honestly, I'm upset now. So I'll just show you the end result because the video already is like 20 minutes long and I can just show you ከጨረስኩ በኋላ. Okay. BRB.
It has not only lost its honor, but
I was just listening to them. So I just wanted to show you. Just crush it. It is not fun. Gonna መፍጫ የለኝም. You can, if you have ሽንኩርት መፍጫ ምናምን, you can just, ገርደፍ አይነት ማድረግ. Not like press it and let it go, but you can like press, and then that gives you እንደዚህ አይነት texture type situation. Yes, አንድ ልጅ ምግብ በሉት. Actually, if you have kids, I think this might be good. My mama makes it. And I like it. And also ዝም ብሎ ካሮትና ድንች ሰላጣ ከሚሆን ይሻለኛል. I don't know if this is weird. Tell me. Okay. Honestly, it looks like a lot. This is quite a lot. I don't know. I'm saying it's too much. Kind of. ሰላጣ ግን ትንሽ ነው. So this is ቁምሳ for today. Yay! So just in case, if you want to see me try it, no, honestly, ፍርፍር ሁላችንም በልተን እናውቃለን. Cheers. ጥቁር እንጀራ ፍርፍር ማለት ነው. ድሮ ወድ ነበር, አሁን አልወድም ማለት ነው. Oh yeah, ሀሳቤን ቀይሬ ነው. ሱቅ መውረድ, ከዛ በኋላ I would probably have to put on sunscreen ምናምን ሳስበው I was like, you know what it is? Not that deep. I can just make it ፍርፍር. So I made it ፍርፍር. That's why tasty soy ያልተሰራው. No, I feel like እንጀራ የራሱ ጣዕም is very strong. Like it has a strong taste. So unless like ቅቤ ምናምን ካልበዛበት ቁሌቱ, it's not the best. But this is good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm the bestest. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time. Bye.